He's
Welcome.
trying to take
This
our
time I'm going to
jobs.
try and talk you through some
Maybe
of the things
yours.
I've learned as
Mine is
teaching
safe.
myself
I
to
can't speak
chase planes
Spanish.
with my drone or do
Not
any
to worry,
chasing.
ladies.
We're here
I
at the
spoke
balloon
with
field
him
in
and he's
Albuquerque, New
just giving us
Mexico,
some time
chasing
off.
RedBeard and his Trojan. One of the first maneuvers you need to learn really good is orbiting. This is what I call this. You will use it, the technique, the muscle memory, and other things. I typically start off in normal or sport. I don't start off in manual because, as you can see, it gives me a nice level platform. I don't have to worry about my altitude or dipping down. I cannot hit him at this point because it's holding my altitude. And of course, I like to get the takeoffs, everything in normal or sport. And then right around here, the first turn, I'll switch into manual. I wanted to get his wheels up, but he didn't go wheels up. I wanted to get it, because I'm really close. Now he is flying slow just for me, because normally he flies a lot faster. But I told him I wanted to try something, and this is what I'm trying. And he loves to go inverted, and this was a beautiful, nice slow invert. You have to remember, you're chasing, he's the star. Okay, and the first fade out on most of my videos is because I'm switching to manual, and you'll see what happens later when that happens. Now you see this is a beautiful, he is going 50 miles an hour, and this is perfectly good. I'm in my DJI FPV drone, which can definitely handle the speed. I can go up to about 85, but at 85 I don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. At 50, I got plenty of wiggle room to get anywhere I want to be, to make the plane or the subject, car, doesn't matter, the star. You need to remember as a chase pilot your surroundings, like the porta potties and those. I know where they are. The people, I know where they are. I overshot because my camera angle is about at 20, and at 20, 40 right there, that speed I got is the best I can do and keep things in frame. If I go under them, that's about the only other way I can do that. And to go less than 40, I need to drop that to about 18, 15 degrees on the camera. And I can do it on the fly, but I didn't. I'm not quick at it. I'm not precise at it yet. But here we have him. He loves to do low passes over the field, and at this speed, it's excellent. Doing a loop with him, we usually go higher, and that one I had to abort. You must know where you're going to abort, what direction you will go in case you make a mistaken judgment or the pilot turns into you. Have your escape routes, and that's one of them that I took there because I couldn't do the loop with him, wasn't high enough, wasn't going fast enough. A drone is not a plane. Basically, I do my loops by throwing it up in the air, and when you start to lose most of your momentum, I just rotate it, which would be a tail, a rudder pull for you guys. Another roll by RedBeard. Now see, I went up and I'm kind of stalling, and you see the ground coming up. I bail, and my bail is to flip it right side up. I try to hold it with him, but I tell him I don't have wings. I can't hold that. I hate splitting between people like that, but I had no other choice. He was a little too close for my comfort. I would have been right over their heads. So you got to be aware of your surroundings, like I said before. At the speeds we're going now, the 42, I totally over that. That near pass was on purpose. When I see our vectors are nowhere near each other, I don't do anything correct because I know on film it looks really nice zooming past them, but there's never a chance you can hit them. See, I know the people are there. I'm kind of scooting sideways to get a nice landing. Usually he'll say landing, and I lower that camera angle so I can slow down. He's going to hand launch his F-18 now, and I'm already in the air. I should have been in manual at this point, but I wasn't. So here we have a nice hand toss. He did that wonderfully. And I'm flying 52 already, but this is the EDF, ducted fan. And you're going to see what happens when I need to switch into manual, because I'm not, see, you have to come to a stop. You have to match your joysticks with the visual picture in your goggles, and then you, boom, I can take off at that point. I usually, that's kind of, unless I need the time, I edit that out. Then you got to go looking for him, and he's usually a dot at this point. But I think the dot, I see, there you go, I dive down on him like a hawk. I gain a little speed this way, and I also get the visual of the coming down on it, which people seem to like, and they think, oh look, well, that's the only other way to do it. If I start on the ground, I have to gain altitude and speed. This way I only have to gain speed, 1 out of 2. And like I said, he's flying this nice and slow for me, which was really amazing. I mean, he flies so fast. I was impressed. Doing about 60, like I said, I'm good up until about 85. And I don't like to fly. You should never fly right behind the chase subject, because if any mistake is made, you will hit them, because that's where you pointed. Another loop, we pull up, and I flipped it over too fast. I did a drone flip, because drone flip I can do in seconds, but I lost sight of him, so we had to go looking for him. Found him again, dive down on him again, get a little speed back up. And you don't want to like balls to the wall speed. You kind of want to sneak up behind them. That way you don't have to try and slow down. As you can see, I'm never really flying straight. Kind of 45 degrees off the center. You can see by the upper right hand screen. And just you creep up on them, and then you just top gun it. You just keep them in your gun sights. And again, I didn't go in too fast, but I know he's on my left. I didn't want to go over the people, and boom. You don't go looking for them. If you're doing a chase video, you don't go looking for the plane when you're that close, because there's a good chance wherever you look, you're going to find them in a way you don't want to find them. So just hold what you got. He'll pull in front of you. Slow up on your throttle, and you're good. And I know planes, if you sink, just sink like you're like a stone, they'll usually be above you. They can't do what you can do. So don't do what they do, and you won't run into them. And here we have him coming in for a grass landing. This is pretty much it. I hope you guys found some use from this. See?